Today we'll talk about local legends, including one the government has been trying to cover up. Can a porta potty found near Roswell be the key to interdimensional space travel? Or is this actually an abandoned SpaceX project? Get ready to get your hands dirty in this episode of The Bell Howard Show. Bell Howard Show. Bell Howard Show.
You're listening to The Bell Howard Show.
I was a big deal in 1996.
And now,
the internet is destroying America and giving me a comeback.
Here's your host.
Podcast is like a radio show, but with slightly fewer commercials.
Bell Howard.
It's The Bell Howard Show. Elon Musk possibly stepping down from Twitter. Is he leaving Twitter? That's the question. He just took over in April. And since then, it's just been chaos. Musk put out a poll on Twitter that said, should I step down as head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. Now, that's a question I would be afraid to ask if I were him, but he did it. And most people responded saying yes. You know who wants him to step down are people invested in his other companies, in his $20 billion companies. Of course. The guy's spending all his time over at Twitter trying to do what? We don't know. And meanwhile, he's losing focus on his other projects. Things have just really gotten crazy over at Twitter. Just to give you an idea of how much things have changed over there, let's compare some headlines from, here's one from February 2020. So just before the pandemic, this is from the San Francisco newspaper called The Screamer, and the headline reads, Twitter HQ, a magical place to work. It says it has Taco Tuesdays and Taco Thursdays. In fact, one employee described Twitter as the chicken taco of truth in the gourmet food truck that is social media. So sounds really, I don't know what that means, but sounds great. But contrast that to the most recent headlines in the San Francisco Crier. Elon Musk throws journalists off Twitter's roof. Now, see, that's just... Now, right away, it's like Bastille Day over there. The article goes on to say, in a scene reminiscent of the movie The Untouchables, a journalist was thrown off the roof of Twitter's headquarters. Jeez Louise. Good golly, Miss Molly. Violence, insurrection, chaos. And maybe that's just how he likes it, but... you knew the lunatics that worked there weren't going to go quietly. They're not going to... When you ask a lunatic to leave the asylum, he's going to protest. That's why they're lunatics. They actually like it there. So, and speaking of not wanting to leave, that's, throwing people off the roof. That's just what's going on the outside. Here's another one. The Haight-Ashbury Shrieker, another San Francisco paper, has a front page story here. Musk hunts for fired execs who won't leave. Elon Musk has been roaming the halls this week in a scene reminiscent of Apocalypse Now, hunting fired Twitter executives who won't leave. And the story goes on here. Despite being fired, Rash Panache Garundi refuses to leave Twitter. The 45-year-old engineer is said to be somewhere in the air ducts, emerging only to snatch a little food from the break room. So where does Musk go from here? I don't know. Like I said, Tesla investors want him to come back to the car company, where they want him to refocus his energy, and others want him to return to space, Mars. Some even say he's ready to leave Twitter and go back to his original idea, or an idea that he put forth a few years ago about digging underground freeways so people in New Mexico can travel to work and without complaining about the heat, because otherwise they stay home. And if anyone can get New Mexicans to get off their ass and pick up a shovel and start digging, it's Elon Musk. All right, folks. Well, we're going to get to the bottom of a mystery here. High-tech, perhaps alien technology. Is it a secret government program or the monster created by a university research project gone wrong? It's a secret that is hiding in plain sight. In fact, it could be a construction site or a music festival or Machu Picchu. I am, of course, talking about the portable toilet. Innocent looking from the outside, but once you step in or sit down in it, God help you. This is a different kind of porta potty experience. Here to talk more about it and explain the recent discovery is the chief engineer of Molly's Toilets, portable commodes, chamber pots, and changing closets. It's Franz Genderman. Franz, how are you today?
Hi, Bill. Thank you, Bill. I'm currently in the middle of the desert here in New Mexico, and this place is hot.
Well, what are you doing out there?
We're trying to locate one of our porta potties, the A96 model, a.k.a. the Blue Lagoon. It was going to be the star in our Christmas lineup of toilets this year, but what happened was a rogue faction of our company in league with NASA and possibly Stanford University, they took over the project. They added an extra function.
Now, the extra function you're talking about is the portal, right? That's the...
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, so let's talk about the portal in the potty. And you also say on your blog, The Big Flush, that the government confiscated one of your portal potties near Roswell, and they currently are holding it in the famous Area 51 military base.
Well, actually, we don't know. That is why, and if we find it, one of us, not me, one of my staff here will enter the portal potty and hopefully transport to the other portal potty, wherever that may be.
So there are two?
Well, one of them is a portal to the other. One potty transports you to the other potty.
Well, how do these portal potties work?
Look, no matter how many times I explain the physics, you're just not going to get it.
Oh,
all right?
Okay. All right, geez.
So an engineer, my company headhunted from SpaceX, Musk's company, was brought over, and I found secret internal memos that were kept from me. Remember, I'm the chief engineer over there, but there was a secret program in my company called Operation Starflush, and apparently Elon Musk wanted one of these portal potties on Earth and one on Mars.
So why didn't they tell you about this Operation Starflush? I mean, this is happening right under the chief engineer's nose.
I think I'm not really well liked in the office, okay? I get that. I mean, for example, no one invited me to Dave and Buster's last week for Guillermo's engagement party.
I mean, what can I say? I mean, office politics is a real thing.
Yeah, so thank you for having me on and letting me... Oh, wait. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Wait, you found it?
All right. Be careful, guys. You don't know how long that's been out there. There could be a nest of coyotes in there.
You know, they joke when you say, I'm going to the bathroom. Someone always says, well, don't fall in. But, this is different. You could fall in and end up in another dimension or travel through time. I mean, you could end up butt first on Michigan Avenue in the 1960s.
We open it up, Belle. We're opening up now. Hey.
Franz, are you okay?
Hey, stop pushing me. Hey. Hey, come on. Wait, let me out.
Franz, Wes, what's happening?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Beam me up, potty.
Wes, he's warped, I think. The portal potty has just transported Franz Genderman, the chief engineer of Molly Toilets, to some other location. Hold on a second, Franz.
Belle, are you still there?
Yes.
Belle?
Yes, Franz. I'm here. Franz, where are you?
I've just emerged from the portal. I'm trying to open the door here. It's kind of... all right. Gosh. It looks like a giant tunnel. Wait a second. Hello?
Is someone there?
Hello?
Is there someone there in the tunnel with you?
Yeah. Yes. There seems to be Seems to be someone here. It looks like
Well, who is it?
they're running towards me. Bell, I don't know who that. That's Musk.
Look upon me.
Elon Musk. Hey,
I'll show you the life of the mind.
hey, he's coming.
I'll
He's got
show you
something,
the
Bell. I
life
don't know
of
what
the
he's holding.
mind.
He's holding something. He's holding something. I don't know what that is. Hey,
Well,
hey.
why don't you just get back into the inside the portal potty, Franz?
show you the life
Get
of
back
the
inside
mind.
the portal
I'm
potty.
trying, but the door won't open. All right, here it
I'll show
goes.
you the life of the mind.
Hurry,
I'll
Franz.
show you the life of the mind.
Take the portal potty back. All right, I guess he got back in the portal. I heard that. And by the way, great mic technique. I mean, while all this is going on, he's still recording. I've done field reporting before in Iowa, and there was this ostrich farm, and they all got loose, and there was an ostrich stampede. So it's hard to hold the mic while all hell is breaking loose around you. And okay, wait, I think here he's back. That's him warping back to the desert. Hello, Franz? Are you there? Franz? You sound different.
No, this is not Franz. This is Elon Musk.
Well, okay, Mr. Musk. You're on the Bell Howard show. How are you?
It's ridiculous.
All right, well, it's not that ridiculous. Mr. Musk, you were just with my correspondent, Franz Genderman. He's the chief engineer at Molly's Toilets. What happened to him? Is he around?
I don't know if I should say.
Well, he said he was in a tunnel. Was that one of your tunnels?
After 4 or 5 years of begging people to build tunnels, and still no tunnels, I was like, okay, I want to build a tunnel.
And you did it. Good for you. I mean, you're a go-getter, and when you put your mind to something, you usually accomplish it. But we need to know what happened. Well, I don't think it's that funny. And we lost... Did we lose him? We lost connection. Folks, we lost connection. I don't know if Franz Genderman is okay. I don't know what his status is right now. Hopefully he'll call in again. But until then, I guess I just talked to Madman Musk. Wow, I mean, how do you do that? You have time to run Tesla and SpaceX, Twitter, and dig tunnels under the New Mexican desert for commuters to get to work. Good for him, because the traffic in Albuquerque is just insane. Well, Elon Musk isn't the only one out there doing interesting things. Maybe you know someone in your town who's become sort of a local celebrity, for good or for bad. Everyone knows an eccentric local guy or gal who's interesting but a little off. And so we're going to look out across this great land to find those diamonds in the rough in a new segment I like to call Local Legends. Come on, Wes, cue the music. Local Legends. Local Legends is brought to you by Crystal Donuts. You can't see them, but you can eat them. The first local legend is from Robbie Dingle in Hatchataki, Illinois. He sent this message in, and let's take a listen. Take it away, Robbie.
Hey, Bill, in the town I grew up in, we had this kid, Jimmy Niddle, and he swallowed a 9-volt battery, and he almost died. But he lived, and whenever he licked you, you got a little shock. So he didn't lick me, but I heard from people he licked. So if he shocked you, we'd say you got niddled, and that's why Jimmy the Niddler is a thing around here. So Jimmy was just different. You know, he never married. He got into some gambling debt, and they say he did adult films until he died. I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Niddled and Niddled 2, Sleepover Party, but yeah, he did those. And there's a lot of charges brought up against him during his lifetime. But anyway, R.I.P. Jimmy Niddle, a.k.a. the Niddler.
All right, well, that was fun. And listen, if you want to send in a story about a local legend, just go to the podcast's webpage, anchor.fm/bellhoward, that's one word, and click on the message, and you can upload your message, your story, to the website, and we'll play it on the show and put your local legend on the map. All right, folks, that's the show for today. Remember, leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Show us some love and tell us if you like the show. It really helps us out. One of the latest reviews on Apple Podcasts reads, "The Bell Howard Show is the chicken tenders in the freezer of the podcast sphere." I don't know what it means, but he got the word chicken in there, so kudos to him. And finally, of course, Merry Christmas to everybody. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's what you say to people who do. Merry Christmas. So until next time, stay safe, stay sane, and stay free. Bye now.